Sway.
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 In the morning.
In the morning.
In the morning.
Shake it, body.
Wake your punk ass up. That crust out, y'all.
These hyenas need energy, man. Give it up for these hyenas.
Yes, hyenas!
Standing here waiting to spit, man. You could be shitting bricks waiting up here
Bricks is
for
big.
your time to shine. All them years of practice, all that hard work. People not believing in you. You dedicated to something folks can't even see the end of the road. Parents looking at you crazy. Friends looking at you like they half-ass believe you and the other half don't. You not even sure if what you making is hot or not.
Wow.
You just know you love it and you hope other people love it. And then it comes time to showcase it. And it ain't no, practice when you come up here. You got to be ready to go. So you sit up here behind this mic, John Glass, playing music, and you got DJ Wonder right here. He don't smile, so he ain't going to give you no energy. You ain't going to know what he's thinking. OQ over there, he's seen it before 1,000 times. MCs come up here. You don't know what the outcome is going to be.
Yeah, take your shirt off.
You know what I mean? Got an audience in here just staring at you, wondering what are you going to say. And all this time, you got to remember your rhymes.
Whew.
Man, you got to remember all those times you hit the stage. Anybody ever been booed in the room? I've been booed. Anybody ever been booed? Never been booed.
Oh, man.
This might be your first time.
Damn.
You never know. So I need everybody in this room to give these MCs energy right now.
Y'all got it.
Especially this young man, Rah C. Very diligent young man. Very persistent. Crafty, sneaky even.
Why you say that?
Because we met so many different times in so many different places, and he makes it seem like it's random. Like, oh, hey, shit, Sway, you here too? Meanwhile, I know he been plotting, and I like that. I like those who plot to get to us. That means you're hungry. Welcome him to the show, Rah C.
Glad to be here. Thank you.
Hey.
How's it going, everybody? How you doing?
A couple of you people here today came with a high recommendation from people whose opinion I trust blindly. In this case, Johnny Nunez, who's here with us today.
Right
Legendary.
Yeah, who's been
brother.
telling me about you, man. He's been telling me about you, and I'll say to Johnny or anybody else, yeah, I hear you.
Right.
But I got to see it first. And then you came by Oswin Benjamin's listening, right?
Yep.
And then we got a chance to meet there. And then you may not remember this, but when we were at South by Southwest, I was in the, doing my thing on the stage, and somebody was reaching for the mic and shit. And I was like, well, whose hand is that? Gave him the mic, and then he got one off right there. Had the beat. You don't remember that? Rah C, man. What's your story, though?
So I'm originally from Queens, and I moved upstate with my mom after my dad had been going through some alcohol and drug issues. She tried to get us out of the city. And then, I've always been playing guitar and making music. My dad was a musician. And then when I was 13, he passed away due to the, drug issues and all that. And it really gave me, like, a very real sense of like I have to grow up. Really I had two younger brothers, had to take care of them, and really just being the man of the house at 13 and just seeing how that's just something I had to adapt to. And I always was very into hip hop. Was introduced at like a young age, just hiding like Get Rich or Die Trying tapes when I was in like first grade.
Ooh, that's
Wow.
From my mom, like, yo,
That's
she
a great
can't hear
beginning.
this.
Yeah.
And so pretty much I started making hip hop full blown when I was like 14, 15, putting out records all the time. I lived upstate, it's definitely not a hip hop area. There's a lot different places. But it was one of those things, like you said, like people just not believing in me, people really not understanding the message. And it was never rapping to just do it. It was just because I always just loved music more than anything in life. So it was just a very good outlet to do that. So pretty much I went to a school in Connecticut for college after I graduated, and it was not for me. I pretty much was just isolated all the time in my room just making music, and it was too expensive, wasn't even enjoying it. So I moved back home, and then some stuff happened with my mom and her new boyfriend, and I moved out of the house actually. And just went, I was kind of just packed everything in my car and left just straight up one day. And this was in the past year, and my brother Tavon Lassiter, who's in here, actually him and his grandma offered their house to me for a while, and that was
Tavon.
yeah,
Okay.
and they offered their house to me, for a while, and another guy, Tim Whale, who let me stay in his house for like 6 months.
Yeah.
And I just got accepted to a program in Harlem for audio production. Moved down here.
Wow, that's
Moved
dope,
down
man.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you,
Get it.
thank you. So this past year has been a very humbling experience, and just every day, no matter what my situation is, just always working on my craft.
How'd you meet this guy,
So-
Johnny Nunez?
so-
By the way, Johnny Nunez is the legendary, most celebrated photographer, arguably, that hip hop has ever seen. You know, and him and I share so many special moments. He's documented a lot of milestone moments in my career, and I don't look back at my moments much. Because I know he has it in the library somewhere, and someday I'll be able to go to his house. But he ain't going to be able to find it because he's never shown any of these pictures to me. You have to be, by the way. I just want to complain right there, okay? But Johnny Nunez told me about you. You know, how'd y'all meet?
So this is when I say I really believe in fate and the universe giving you what you want. If you really want it, not if it's just something that you say you want. So I moved down to the city, and I was like, all right, I got to start, finding my way to open mics, doing whatever I can. And the second night, not even a full 24 hours of being here, I played at this event that my stepbrother had, it's just some little event, wasn't even really a big thing, and Johnny just happened to be there, and I just rapped, and he just came up to me, gave me his number. He was like, I was like, oh, who? I didn't know who he was. I had no clue who he was, and he gave me his number. He's like, yo, come with me to SOBs right now, and I was like, I don't know you, but we'll link up tomorrow. Mm-hmm. And then he brought me the next day. He was like, come to this event, show up to this panel of people. I didn't know anybody. Like I said, I hadn't even been in the city for 2 whole days.
Wow.
And he put me on the spot in front of this big panel of people. Amadeus was running this
Amadeus.
big panel.
My brother.
Some people, yeah.
And so I rapped. I just spit a 16 in front of this whole group of people, and then it was like everybody's going crazy. And then out of nowhere, he brought me and introduced me to Rich Nice.
Wow.
And within 24 hours of being in Manhattan, and he was like, would you like to come on the show? And I was like, what?
And
are you kidding me?
And here you
I
are.
just, and pretty much I was in his ear, and I was like, bring me wherever Sway is. I need to get a hold of him.
A lot of times, I think so. I think a lot of young men in particular have experienced what you experienced in terms of the mother boyfriend. Somehow that stuck out to me, you telling that story. And a lot of times, these things come into your life and it seems like the worst thing in the world, but it's a testament to what you said. Stay faithful and keep going, because you leaving led to something else.
Exactly.
And good for you. I hope you and your mom patch things up.
Yeah, we're good.
eventually.
Yeah, I love
but
it. Yeah.
sometimes it's just time to leave the nest.
Exactly. I've always felt like I had grown out of my household at a young age,
Yeah.
So it was one of those things I had to just take that leap.
Good for you. I'm
Thank
glad you're here.
I appreciate it.
Really
Thank you.
happy
Thank
you're here, but I hope you got some bars with you today too, man.
Word
At the end of the day, great story. This is Rah C. It's called More Than You Know. What is your social media?
So you can catch me at Rah C Lyrical. That's RAHC Lyrical.
RAHC Lyrical. Hit them up. Sway in the morning. Shade 45. Yeah, Sway in the morning. Rah C, ladies and gentlemen. Sway in the morning. Shade 45. More Than You Know. That's the name of the song, man. You think HB like that vibe, Tracy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, HB, go for it.
No, I like the vibe, and I like his story. I want to see. I remember you performing live with us, but I think this is a different setting. And I'm excited for you, man. I hope that things keep going forward
Thank
for
you.
you.
I appreciate
I'm
that.
really glad you're here, and I'm really glad you're turning it into something
Thank
for
you.
you.
I
Yeah.
appreciate
Dope.
that.
That's
Thank you.
dope.
I appreciate that coming
Like
from
the
you
music
guys.
too. Good
And I'm-
vibey music.
Exactly. And I'm glad you're introspective. I'm glad that you said, you know what, the priority is to make sure my story is out versus the priority is to get popular instantly.
Yeah, no, I know that's all going to come, but I first want to pave the way and just build from the ground up.
Yeah,
before
solid
anything.
foundation.
Yeah, exactly.
Rah C, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, your social media is?
So you can catch me Rah C Lyrical. That's RAHC Lyrical.
We about to enter the Valley of the Hyenas. We got John Glass on the beat. This is how we gonna do. We're gonna get a couple of rounds in. First round, you get to shine. So we gonna have coming up first, the one and only Rah C. You ready, man? Step up to the mic,
Sir.
brother. This is it. Let the world know what it do. John Glass, you ready?
Ready.
Drop a beat on him. Sway in the morning, Shade 45. Don't worry about that. Let it drop. You got your volumes right here.
Not a juvenile, but I used to smile when I thought about my best possession. Without a question, I'll confess to every reckless session. No expression is needed, my progression is greeted after a laugh is depleted. I seen the world and how you treated on a daily basis. White women scared of Israeli faces, fright swimming paired with the racism in this fake prism of law. Criticism just for hitting it raw. Contemplate my decision for making rap a career. Wait, I'm actually here. Haters gas until you slapped in the rear. Drug addiction, infliction of violence, fiction of minimal criminal acts. Relax because you sit in silence. I've seen the needle take away opportunity. Evil breaches of immunity within the community. Hold up, why we point the finger when the joint can linger and burn? Rap singer who's committed to learn. Grab my fitted and yearn for some representation. Resent from a nation invented with intent for creation. We overspent in inflation, turn us in a new direction. But the news diffuse the truth and lies. Haters will be euthanized. Devils hidden in the sky seeking affection. I will never compromise into this equal complexion. No correction, we a product of the way that we raise. Praise given when I leave you amazed. Better days coming soon. I was sleeping on food times. My neutrons processing. So this ballad addressing that I'm valid and question everything I've ever known. Since my pops died, I've been hella grown on the telephone. He would call me, I could smell the liquor through the line. Growing sicker in the mind. Where does it end? Never what you make, but how much you spend. Whether hollow people like to wallow in defeat or follow a trend. Called the outcast bar, yeah, shout to outcast. Hoping I can outlast every opponent. It's the truth, if you need it, then own it. Only positive energy, so provocative to mock me and mentally wear me down. Scared of town, but prepare for the fact that I rarely frown. Come back and interrogate, staring straight smack to the ground. I wanna live with purpose, not worthless, so I can thrive on the surface. Yes, I'm nervous, but happy to be alive. Yes, I'm Rah C. R-A-H to the damn capital. This man's factual, still your posse swallowing Zans, but the fans know who's the actual lyrical mic assassin. A miracle that I'm here, never fearing the heights of passing, amassing a higher entity. Require that they need identity. Inspire what I do with no serenity. I study Cool G and Big L. Man, you can't tell. Wanna school me, have fun. Hope that shit don't go well. Watching every documentary to learn the history. It's monumental, but I'm here physically to condition the mystery of an MC. I put my heart in this game, so if you're calling to blame, then please exempt me. I want a world where we can mingle in peace. Not a single person scared of police. Be prepared to hear the truth because the value increase. Not afraid like a mechanic with his hand in the grease. No identification with the political side. Centralization of a mental patient swallowing pride. I hope you feel the same. I seek an equal plane. I want the men and women all to have an equal game because we have an equal brain. I realize that we all just trying to survive. And the money that you make is all the reason to thrive. I'm deprived, but the drive gonna win me a deal. Don't ever try to prove to people you're real. Feel I grow from the roots. Still I show that I'ma win my disputes. Walk around in my bomber jacket and Timberland boots. Bumping Havoc and Prodigy, Tribe Called Quest. My eyeballs stress, cause I'm an addict to the rapping. And honestly, I see Grammy nominations, uncanny abominations. My proclamation is basically, hand me the conversation and let me do what I was placed in this earth to do. Be a legendary rapper, I'm certain it's coming true. When you screw with the limited resource, committed to hold back, permitted that we force a free course. You step at the limit of free thought, though we taught me how to show remorse and attack. At a source, I'm going horse to see the way you react. Piece the puzzle together, whether I'm troubled forever. I'd rather struggle and double the time I spend to be better. See my brothers endeavor through snorting dope to injecting, overdosing and hopeful to find them cope or collecting. He cut the rope to correcting a better fight through the mud. Not a dollar to your name, but ask who's lighting the bud. In my blood through the capillaries, spitting capoeira to the adversaries. Throwing like Rivera, but the passage varies. And it carries when they hated on your dream. Every time you were degraded with the lack of self-esteem, I would always tell myself that I would get here. Took me 5 years, not a day passed where I ever felt fear. But if hell's near, then I went the wrong way. Better let this song play. Sweater vest, whoever dressed them never guessed I'm on sway. No, we don't prolong pay. Say I don't belong, but you knew it all along. Pray. Up to God, man, I'm seeking the light. Barely speaking, but I'm preaching despite that we ain't teaching it right. If you leech, then you can reach to the right. Impeach the president, I'm hesitant, but speaks to the fight. I studied swaying tech, concrete jungle. Disrespect me, buddy, I seem humble. Tie a rope around your fam and watch your mom's feet stumble. I would hope I had a plan. Let it soak that I'm the man or hit the backseat mumble. I don't fumble with the pigskin, cause every hater in their home, I'll take a grader to your dome until your wig's thin. Type the pin to your debit. Now you hit me cause I'm here, I won't answer, but it's clear that I read it. If the future is dreaded, then I will stay in my lane. Live forever and drain all the evil, yet it seemed to remain. What's a dreamer when a quitter, never taking time. Spitting facts like Heather B, you know that I'm taking mine.
Damn, bro.
That nigga just bodied that shit.
Yo, man.
Can I just say one thing? Yeah, go ahead. You wanna go ahead?
Yo, Sway, did you hear that? He just bumped out. Followback.com.
Let me tell you something, man.
Wow.
Let me tell you what that was. That was 5 years of anticipation, of preparation.
Right.
That was 5 years of dedication. That was 5 years of dreaming coming to fruition right now, ladies and gentlemen. That man came prepared.
And what's crazy, it wasn't even like profanity laced. Like you
I want to put it out the thought. I didn't say one curse word.
That's what I'm saying. I was like,
The
yo.
thing is, it wasn't even intentional.
Yeah. I'm like, yo, it's somewhere he gonna slip up, and it's just wow, man. Yo,
Rah C, ladies and
salute to
gentlemen.
you,
Give
young
out
man.
your social again.
Once again, you can follow me at Rah C Lyrical, RAHC Lyrical. I just dropped a new project this past month called More Than You Know. It's available SoundCloud, DatPiff, Spotify, all that. So make sure you check that out. Hit me up.
You good, bro.
He studied Sway and Tech Concrete Jungle. They didn't even know what he was talking about. Rich Nice
tied your
knew.
mother up.
Rich Nice knew. Wow. Good job.
Thank you.
It's Sway in the morning, only
On Shade 45.